Hi friends, it's Katie and I'm back with a card video for today. If you're coming to me on my YouTube video or YouTube channel, you'll note that it's been quite a while since I've had a video, and I just wanted to apologize for that. Life has just been happening around here, and so I haven't gotten a whole lot of time to be crafty or creative, or time at home alone when I can make a video. So I haven't had a chance to do one for quite a while, but I am ready to get back into it. Now that summer's here, I am home more often, and so I have a little more time to be creative. And I just wanted to share a few things with you. I am going to be a guest designer for the Art Impressions Stamps Company. If you haven't heard of them, you need to go look them up. I'm going to put a link in the bottom of this video on YouTube as well as on my blog. They have some really fun and cute stamp sets. I have quite a few of them, and you've seen them before in both my videos and on my blog. But I just wanted to share a few of the new stamps that I've gotten recently from them. This one here is a very cute little old lady with her fire extinguisher. It's called the Fire Out set. And it comes with a sentiment and this cute little lady. I think this is going to be awesome for birthday cards. And all of their stamps are on gray rubber, and they already have cling on them, so you can just adhere them to your clear blocks. This one is another fun one. This one's called Contains Rum set, and it's got the cute little 50s-ish lady with her cake and the candles and the sentiment that says, "There's a good chance this contains rum." That's another fun one for birthdays. And you can see that she's a little bit smaller than some of the other stamps. Next is this Any Cake set. And this is one of the Inside Out stamps from Art Impressions. You can stamp this little image here and cut it out, and then stamp the back image and kind of cut a window in your card, and then you can see these guys when you open the card. It's kind of fun, and this might be the one that I'm gonna work with today, the card that I'm gonna be making later on in this video. But this one's kind of cute. It says, "Hi, got any cake?" It's kind of a cute little stamp set. This one is one of the Windows to the World Greatest Gift window, and it's a cute little wheelbarrow with some presents. These ones are very fun to watercolor. They just have kind of a fun look to them. You can see the same kind of rubber and everything for that one. This one is another one of the Spinners cards. This is the Frosting Spinner. Of course, it's a cute little mouse. These are the only kind of mice that I like, these cute stamped ones. And it's got a fun sentiment, "Life is short, eat the frosting." So you've got the front and the back so you can make your spinner card. And I'll link to my spinner card that I made in the video I made previous to this on my YouTube channel and on my blog. This one is a fun, I love these little cartoon ladies. This one's called the Shop set. And so you get a bigger image of these four ladies running from sale to sale. And there's three sentiments: shopping is my cardio, sale, and playtime is more fun with a friend like you. These stamps are a little bit bigger, and I love that. I love to just sit and color these ones. They're a lot of fun. And then this is one of the Big Mouths. I've been wanting to pick up one of these for a long time, and I thought this cat was super cute and perfect for an upcoming birthday that I have in my family. But they just make a really fun interactive card. I love doing that because it just, I know people love handmade cards, but when you have something even a little bit more special that they know you took the time to build, that's even better. So this is a cute cat, and there's a little mouse, and then there's the say cheese. And it also comes with a die for his mouth, and then it has all the instructions. And I had to bust into this already, and it was super easy. And so I'll show you the card that I made with this little guy. Super cute. And I just stamped him, colored him, cut him out, and then you place the die cut right here under his mouth, and you can see I kind of got a little bit off, but it doesn't really matter because it's totally working. And then when you pull this down, there is the little mouse. Super cute. So those are the new stamps that I've gotten from Art Impressions, and you'll probably be seeing quite a bit more stuff from them on my blog. But I do think I want to work with these little critters and make a card for you today. Okay, I am stamping up my images with Memento Black Tuxedo ink, and I'm using Papertrey Ink's white cardstock. This is my go-to combination when I'm going to be using my Copic markers, and I have branched out and tried some other types of paper that I've seen for Copic coloring, but I have to say that I really do love the quality of this. I guess I love the weight of this cardstock, and so I'm just going to stick with this. The first time that I color an image, especially here from the Art Impressions line, I really like to kind of follow what they have on their packaging, and then later on I'll probably branch out and try some different techniques, but the first time I always like to just color it using what they have on their packaging. And you can kind of see that their packaging has more of the cartoony feel. There's not so much of the shading with, blending everything and making it look real life. They kind of leave everything as a cartoony look to it. And so I'm just using some of my gray Copic markers, C1, C3, and C5. And I did bring in some C7 on their tail there. But I'm just adding some heavy shadowing here in some of the places. And like I said, just kind of following what was on the packaging for my first time coloring these images. And I'm going to go back with my C1 and blend it out a little bit just so it's not so harsh, but you'll see that it makes a nice little shadow there and it's not too crazy. And so I'm going to go ahead and color all of these images, and then I will be back when I'm done. Okay, I have them all colored now, and you can kind of see how I did some of the shadows. I didn't get too dark with anything. I especially love those little faces. Aren't those little faces cute? I'd probably have a hard time saying no to them if they were peeking in my window. Alright, and I've just cut them out too. Art Impressions does offer dies that go with these stamps, but I just hand cut them. So the papers that I'm going to be working with are from Stampin' Up. This is from the Stampin' Up Sweet Dreams Designer Series paper. This was the Celebration paper pack, and the cardstock is Lost Lagoon. And then with my black piece of cardstock that I'm going to use for the window, I die cut that out with the in and out rectangles from My Favorite Things. So they have the little cuts in them that kind of make a fun little design. And so I've cut that out as a frame, and I'm going to cut out the inside of this And I have to cut through the pattern paper, the cardstock, and then the white cardstock for the base. And you see here that you can still see those the little lines in all these layers. You aren't going to see them once you put the black frame on there. You will see them inside the card on the white, but that really doesn't matter to me. If you wanted to, you could use an X-Acto knife or your paper trimmer and cut out the rectangle, but I don't really care. I just kind of wanted a little bit of design on that frame itself so it kind of looks like a windowsill. So now I'm going to adhere everything. And Kitty is in the background saying hi to everybody. And get this put together so I can put those cute little faces on there. I probably could have used some glue here because sometimes the ATG gun really likes to stick, but it worked out just fine and I'm okay with it. It's all good. And get everything lined up, and then I will adhere that to my base that also had to be cut through. Now I went with the rectangular shape just simply because the front images of these raccoons kind of had a line in the one corner. I think if you wanted to, especially with some of the other images, you could cut circles or ovals or anything you wanted to. And you probably could even work with these images a little bit if you wanted to do a circle, but you can kind of see there that it has a bit of a 90-degree angle in that one corner. And I wasn't really sure here how I wanted to adhere them together because I did want that front image to be popped out front so that you could see their arms hanging over and stuff, and I didn't know how to lay it on there and make it work because the front image really isn't adhered to anything but the back image. So what I decided to do was just adhere it to the back image, but only in the top portion, kind of leave the bottom parts open a little bit there so that I could shimmy it in there. And it was a little bit tougher than you'd think, but it's not totally crazy and not totally undoable either. But I wanted to make sure that all the elbows and arms and hands and stuff that were there were sticking out, leaning over the black frame. So, with a little maneuvering, I got it to go, and it worked out just perfectly. I think the one part that I didn't show here was putting just a little bit more glue underneath that one bottom left corner there, making sure that it's stuck down. But there you have a fun little card and those cute little images on the inside. I'm so excited to give this card away. I think it's going to be just kind of a fun little something different. But I wanted to add the sentiment. And so I'm using the My Favorite Things Say What dies, the little speech bubble dies. And I'm stamping this sentiment with my Memento black ink. And this took me a few tries because, as you see, I'm wiping off the edges there. I did get some smearing the first time I stamped this. And this time, I got it perfect. Sometimes the third or fourth try is the charm. And I decided I wanted it to kind of be popped off in that corner there. So I'm just using some little foam squares and I'm putting them on the card front simply because that way I know where they're going to go. And so I just have 3 of them there in the corner of the frame. And then I can pop my sentiment up on the top there. There's a little bit of dimension on an otherwise kind of plain card. But yet I have my sentiment and you can still see through to the inside. So there is a very fun little card with the front and backs images from Art Impressions, the cute little raccoons asking for some cake. All right, I appreciate you guys stopping in. Thank you and have a great day.